It's borscht time! We're gonna start preparing it, and I hope I can record it. So I'm sure that's quite large enough, because I've done a lot of soups in that. This is basically my my monitor here, so I can see what the hell I'm doing. So when I'm recording myself, I can see what I look like. I'll see you back when I'm cutting the meat. All right, so it says to get the meat and the bones. So I got these bones here, and they're gonna go into my pot. Okay, next we're going to cut up the chuck. Now, this isn't a tutorial to teach you how to cook it. I mean, if you want to take notes, but this video is mostly for me to see if I can basically do this, film this. When Art sold me this GoPro, he also included a head strap that goes with it, and I'm using that to film this right now. So I decided, well, I'm going to try to record with it. Okay, so take the meat and put it in the pot with the bones. Okay, then it says to cover it with water. All right, it's cooking. So now let's start on the vegetables. So yeah, I went to the grocery store and got all these groceries for the borscht. I saw on YouTube videos that you can use these stalks in it too, so I might put that in there too. I gotta get me a garbage bag. So anyway, what I was saying, I went and got the groceries, and I was surprised how cheap they were. I mean, the only expensive part was these organic beets, because of course they're organic. So I had to take them. So let's clean these up, get them ready. Okay, those look pretty good. Where's my knife? I don't know if I'm going to use the stems yet or not. So we'll just set these off to the side. Yeah, that's another thing I learned from the tutorial, is that you wear gloves so your hands don't turn red. So yeah, so I thought to myself, seeing that I want to try this borscht out, that I will try to film it also. And if you like these kind of cooking videos, then maybe I'll do more of them. But I'll never know if you like them or not unless you comment in the comments section. Okay, I gotta peel those and peel that, the cabbage. Yeah, I used to work at a family restaurant around here that I used to work at. And what was nice about it, everything in the restaurant was made from scratch. And I made the coleslaw. So of course I learned how to make coleslaw from scratch. I made the ribs. I learned how to make the ribs from scratch. And what else did I make there? Oh, I made the meatloaf. I made their meatloaf there. Make sure I get all that core out of there. So, okay, I got that cut, got to peel and cut those. Oh, carrots. Just got to peel and cut those. Then we'll finish up these vegetables. Okay, it called for, I think it said 2 large beets. Yeah, 2 large beets. So I got like 3 medium-sized beets. So I'm hoping that those will be good enough. So with me being a lefty, what I do is to compensate, I use, instead of doing the forward motion strokes, I do back and forth strokes. And it works better that way. For me as a lefty anyway. And I had to make all the coleslaw. So of course, when you're working for a large restaurant like that, you do, let's see, let me try to remember how many carrots I had to peel and how much, you know, how much cabbage I had to do. I think I had to do like 50 pounds of carrots, cut and peeled and shredded. Now thank God we had an automatic shredder, and all I had to do was get the carrots to this stage, and then I would just fill the bin up of the automatic shredder and run them through the shredder. And the coleslaw, I mean the cabbage, I think I had to do about a 50-pound bag of cabbage the same way, cut, peeled, and cutting them into cubes and then run them through the shredder. Then after they were run all through the shredder, then I would add the coleslaw mix. And I think we had a big mixer that I poured everything in, and it slowly mixed everything together. But I loved working there because you did everything from scratch. And that's basically the way I always worked, was from scratch. Because I remember the first thing my mom, like I said, I used to cook with my mom in the kitchen, and I don't know if I'm going to use these or not. I might add them anyway. But like I said, my mom taught me to cook. I'll do that later. Okay, I got that. Okay, do I slice her? I think I just cut them in, dice some. Large onion shredded. I gotta shred the onions too. Okay, well, we'll shred the onions. Let's see, we got the shredder here. So like I said, my mom would teach me how to cook. And the first thing she taught me how to cook, because she said, you know, I knew how to cook pretty much. I think I moved out of the house when I was like maybe 19, and she taught me 2 things to cook before I moved out. She taught me, made sure I knew how to make chili, and to make sure I knew how to make spaghetti. And she said, with those 2, damn, things all. She said, with those 2 things, you should be able, they're slippery as hell. You should be able to survive. She goes, if you know how to make spaghetti and chili, you should be set to live on your own. So yeah, so she taught me how to do chili and spaghetti. And then slowly but surely, I learned how to read recipes. And with recipes, you learn, you do a little, it says shredded, but I think I'm just going to chop the rest of them up. But yeah, so I would just read the recipes and learn how to do the other stuff by myself, just like this borscht. This is the way I was always taught to peel potatoes. My mom wasn't a big person about, you know, with the peeler. So this is the way she taught us. And a little story. about me helping my mom cook. Okay, she always made roasted potatoes, or she would make mashed potatoes for all us boys. So of course, she hated peeling the potatoes. So what she would do, she would pick out how many potatoes she wanted peeled, and she would put them in a colander, and she would give me the colander with all the potatoes in it, and then she'd give me a pot to put the cubes in to help her do it. And what I would do is I would take that colander of potatoes and the pot and sit on the couch and watch TV while I just sat there and peeled Mom's potatoes for the mashed potatoes. So basically, yeah, I got pretty good at peeling the potatoes. Okay, everybody, this is a little secret that I learned, that if you have plastic containers and you're putting something like spaghetti sauce or something red in it, what you do is you spray the inside lightly before you put the spaghetti sauce in it, and it will prevent it getting that red stain on there. So yeah, I'm cutting the beets the same way that I cut my potatoes. So yeah, so I've had a lot of practice cutting towards myself. So if you're a first-time cook, what I would say is go with the peeler. All right, this is one thing that I did learn working in a restaurant, is you always want to start your hardest job first, and then once you get it done, then the rest of the job is a piece of cake. So that's why I'm grating the beets now, because I figured they're going to be the hardest to do. This is one thing that I learned from the videos, the YouTube videos that I learned, is that if you add two teaspoons of vinegar to your your beets, it will prevent it from discoloring when they're cooked. Okay, another thing that you learned in working in a restaurant is that you don't let anything go to waste. So get that. And then also, we always had to wear gloves, okay? Now, here's a secret of taking your gloves off. Instead of going this way and pulling the fingertips, you start from the wrist, okay? And then you just pull them straight up, inside out, and then boom. You're done. Okay, let me clean up this mess here, and then we'll start on the other vegetables. Okay, the recipe calls for these onions to be shredded, but I saw some videos where dicing them is just as good, so I'm going to dice them. Yeah, I did another onion because it was kind of small. Okay, when I shred the carrots, I like to keep them long so I've got something to hold on to until I get down to the end. And then when I get down to the end, I will just chop it up and dice it up. Well guys, as you can see, I had myself a senior moment. I totally forgot that I had a Cuisinart and that I didn't have to shred all these vegetables by hand. I could have used use the food processor. So it calls for lemon juice. So it calls for 1 large lemon, but I'm going to do 2. So to the juice out of a lemon, you roll it. Okay, once you have all the lemons juiced, what I do is how to get the seeds. Instead of trying to pick them out, I just get a little strainer and just strain the seeds out of the juice. Okay, so now cutting of the potatoes. Now you always, when you peel your potatoes, always put them in water so they don't discolor. We'll cut them in quarters. Okay, well, my battery died, so let's get back to it. Okay, this is baby dill. It's going to go in there. So now let's start on the cabbage. Okay, the cabbage is supposed to be sliced. Instead of shredded. Now I would use the food processor for this, but I mean, I'm almost down to the end, so I don't see the purpose of cleaning it. All right, you get the idea. Okay, everyone, the meat is pretty down there. Okay, so it says to add everything but the cabbage. Oops. So there's the carrots, the potatoes, the beets. Sure hope that doesn't stain. The onions. Let me double check here. Carrots, onion, beets, potatoes, puree, tomato puree. Okay, I got the tomato puree right here. Now, I added my own little twist in it. I put chopped up tomatoes in there too, because I like chopped up tomatoes. Oh, damn it, I need a scraper. Here's the sugar. It says 2 tablespoons. 1, 2, and I'm gonna add just a little bit more. And the lemon juice. Okay. And it says to put it on a low simmer for 15 minutes. Cook time 5, 10, 15. 15 minutes are up. So now we add the cabbage. Turn this down a little bit. It's supposed to be simmering, not boiling. Oh, that's looking good. Okay, add the cabbage, the dill, and the minced garlic. Yeah, I cheated with the minced garlic. I got the minced garlic in the jar. So all that goes in there. You know what? I think I'm going to add just a tad more water. So we'll see. Okay, guys. Here's the final product. So we're going to ladle it into our bowl now. All right. to get a little bit of everything here. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, I think I should have did a little bit more beets, because it's red, but I think it could have been redder. But I don't know. I've never had it before, so this might be the original color. So let's go. A little dollop of sour cream. I like sour cream, so I'm going to put a couple extra. Little pinch of dill. Alright, that's the final product, guys. I'll see you at the table and we'll taste this. And I'm getting ready to enjoy it. Looks pretty good if I say so myself. Okay guys, here we go. Alright, let's mix up that sour cream. Oh, that looks so good. Right offhand, you get the coolness of the sour cream, but in the back of your throat you got the heat of the red pepper flakes, and on top of that is the sweetness of the sugar. It's a mixture I've never tasted before. It's delicious. Okay guys, I'm going to finish this vlog right here. Stay safe, be kind, and I'll see you next time. Bye.